Murtado Macan Kemayoran. Once upon a time, there was a boy who lived in the Kemayoran area, and his name is Murtado. He lived in the Dutch colonial period and was the son of the former village head. He usually helped people who needed and liked to study religion and martial arts. So, he grew up to be a humble hero.
Mayoran was an unsafe living area since the place was occupied by the Dutch invasion force, and also there was a gang that resided within the area and kept stealing from the locals. The village head and vice head was also unable to keep the gangs under control, which made them unfit for duty.
The Dutch rulers were increasingly rampant, so the leaders of the Kemayoran area, Betlihun and Forman Bacan, were made their accomplices. Betlihun was known for his cruelty. Despite being a Betawi Kemayoran native, his name was recognized as the most feared champion all the time. At the time, all of Jakarta's champions seemed unable to overthrow him. Betlihun had become more erratic, and in his homeland he was known as a blackmailer. If the locals refused to pay tribute, Betlihun would not start worried about squandering their resources. In reality, to scare the locals, girls would be taken away. Murtado couldn't stand to see Betlihun and Forman Bacan's arbitrary behavior, but he tried to restrain himself. Then, Murtado's anger peaked when he saw Forman Bacan flirting with his lover.
Murtado immediately took out his martial arts moves against Forman Bacan and quickly defeated him. Forman Bacan couldn't accept his defeat and reported Murtado to Betlihun. Betlihun then tried to find a way to harm Murtado, but all else fails. Eventually, Betlihun gave up. He also acknowledged Murtado's greatness and chose to be friends with him, and Murtado accepted Betlihun's friendship. Then, Betlihun asked Murtado to help maintain the village security. Murtado felt obliged to protect the villagers from Warsa and agreed to help Betlihun. Later that night, after planned a strategy with his friends, Murtado and his friends went to Warsa's place. But that night, Warsa was not in their usual place. However, Murtado didn't give up, and he asked everyone they met and managed to get to Warsa's location. Murtado and his friends quickly went to the location. Murtado and Warsa met at Karawang and started fighting. They had a fierce fight, but Murtado managed to come out on top.
After Warsa died, Murtado asked Warsa's men where they kept the results of the robbery. Then Murtado and his friends took back the loot home to Kemayoran and returned it to the villagers. The Dutch authorities offered Murtado to become the leader of the Kemayoran area because he was amazed at Murtado's abilities. But Murtado refused because he didn't want to help the Dutch.